Hello out there, everybody. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy, and thanks for just listening in to another gig vlog. So, a few people have asked me why I don't have my kids in the background on my videos anymore, why they can't hear them. It's been quite a while. It's been asked me personally a couple times, and most people know by now that I'm divorced. If they don't know that now, if they didn't know that, they know that now. And I'm living well away from my kids at the moment, kind of in recovery mode from a few things, from some horribly bad choices I've made, and some other stresses. And right now, I'm honestly not really in contact with my kids. Not because I don't want to be, because currently the therapist I'm seeing asked me to not go back and forth with these stressors in my life. Now, someone hearing that would think automatically that means my kids are my stressors. But that's not the case. My kids aren't my stressors. Like, if anything, my kids would relieve my stress. Yeah, they might add to it a little bit, but that's kids. Kids add to stress for their parents. I know I added to stress for my parents, and they added to stress for their parents. It's just kind of how the cycle goes, but my kids have never been my stressors and will never be my stressors. Now, they can be a little overwhelming. There are 5 of them. But I was always happy to be around my kids. And I will put this out there. On the last vlog, there was a comment that I removed. And it's tied to a person that's tied to my main stressor. And I know that this person's been checking my videos on a regular basis. And I'm pretty certain they'll check this one, because of chosen wording. Now, I'll put it out there, that person is blocked currently. They will not remain blocked on my channel. They're just blocked currently. And again, I want them to know that. They're just blocked currently. Later on, I will remove the block. But right now, there are things I have to take care of to straighten my life back out. And I guess it wasn't made clear enough when I was talking about not having contact with my kids in my last video. And I guess they assumed that I meant my kids were my stressors. So I'll give them that. I probably worded that in a way that didn't make sense to them. Either that, or they already had a conclusion in their mind, and what I said just happened to fit what they wanted to think. So I wanted to clarify that particular notion and make sure that that is corrected. Because me currently being away from my kids does not mean I will always be away from my kids. So, there's that. Secondly, I just didn't want to leave that comment on there for anybody who, knowing the people that I know, anybody defending me would have probably lambasted the hell out of them. Especially for people that actually know me, because this particular person doesn't. So I didn't want all that constantly floating about in my channel. I don't like for that to happen in my comments. Granted, I'll argue over some stupid stuff because that can be funny. But when it comes down to a serious matter like this, and knowing that it can potentially more negatively affect everybody, I chose not to pursue that argument. I could have. And I know it would have turned out poorly if I did. So I'm going to ignore that. Doesn't mean I don't have the comment, because I do. But I know if I had reacted the way that I immediately thought to react, it would have been horrible. And that's not the type of thing that I need to be dragging into my life. That's the type of thing I need to get out of my life. That's the thing I need removed from my life. Not more of. Because I know that the statement was directed to, one, it was meant to agitate me. It was meant to light that fire. Because this person, I assume, I know I'm probably making an ass of myself assuming, but I assume that they were looking for a confrontation. Thing is, this has happened before with the same person saying something that could trigger a fight. And they've done it twice now, being at an extreme distance away from me. Now, I don't like doing that. So, once I have the time, once I'm released from the bench to get back on the field and make the moves I'm going to make, I will go directly to this person and talk to them. And it's not going to be something done in a video. It's not going to be something that I record, and I'm not going to sit here and try to mess up anybody's time or their lives. I've seen the opposite end of that. It's not something I want to do. But there are people that don't know the same things that I know. Some people do. Not very many. And for people that weren't particularly around, I can't fault them for not having all the information. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I don't give in to the side of me that wanted to pick that fight, because I would have. There have been tons of times where I've been on the back foot of things, mostly because I chose not to fight. I chose not to argue. And this is one of those situations that it does. It puts me on the back foot. Because there's only one path to be able to talk to my kids currently, and that path goes through someone that I have been told to not converse with yet. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, keeping myself busy, working on things, trying to make connections with people in the industry that I want to be a part of, and moving forward with my life and taking care of what I need to do for me until I can do more. And that's something that it's going to be a while before I can do everything that I need to do. This I know. But I've been making positive steps and going in the right direction. Sometimes you have to do some things that you don't particularly want to do in order to get to where you want to be. And people are only going to see the negative out of it if that's all they want to see, or if that's all that they have information on. And there are a few other people that I was also told that it's better for me to not have any connection with. And I'm doing as my therapist has asked of me. Not because I necessarily want to, but I think he's noticed some things that I can't really talk about right this moment. Eventually I will. But I can't really talk about it just yet because I need confirmation of a few things, and that's going to take more appointments for me to go and find out and figure out what it is that he's thinking. But I just wanted to put this out there for that particular person that I know is possibly watching. Several others that may be watching that I have basically been told to highly limit my contact with. And even this is kind of going outside of what I'm supposed to do, but it's not direct. So that's probably my only loophole here. But there are many people that I have to address for many different reasons. Some because I have to apologize for some things I've done. Others because I need to confront them for things that they have done. But this whole process of me going through the things I've been going through and rebuilding my life from the ground up, that's all it is. It's me rebuilding. And it's going to require patience by a lot of people, unfortunately, for me to get to where I need to be. I wish things could happen much faster at a much more accelerated rate. But that's currently how things are. I don't really have much of a choice on that. Because it's either do what I'm supposed to be doing and get my life back together and get myself in a better position in life, or try to rush things and possibly screw everything up again. And I'm not willing to do the latter. So for all of those who wish to have contact with me, some of you, I'm probably, once I reach back out to you after what I have to say is said, there won't be another instance of me contacting you. Others, if you are looking for something out of me, you'll probably get it when I'm again taken off the bench. And that's not really like, and I don't want people thinking that that's some sort of threat, because it's not. It's just me being straightforward that that's how things are going to go. But I'm pretty much done with this. I've got things to take care of and things to work on. So I'm getting off of here. Thank you everybody that listened. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your life and peace out.